Live from the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida, welcome to the 2022 Inspire Awards. Tonight's ceremony would not be possible without the support of our Platinum partners, Mid-Florida Credit Union and Lakeland Auto Mall. We would also like to recognize our Gold Level partners, Aramark, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, Boswell and Dunlap, Legoland Florida Resort, Mosaic, the Polk Education Association, Public Supermarkets Charities, and TICO. Thanks to these sponsors and our many other fine partners. Tonight's ceremony will be hosted by the 2021 Teacher of the Year, Maud F. Graham, and the 2021 School-Related Employee of the Year, Lisa Gill. Now, please welcome to the stage, Maud F. Graham.
Good evening, everyone, or as I like to say, hey, y'all. Welcome to the 2022 Inspire Awards ceremony. The event is called the Inspire Awards to represent how the employees of Polk County Public Schools positively influence students and colleagues daily. Schools positively influence, I already said that. It is also more inclusive of new recognitions that will be awarded, such as our Principal and Assistant Principal of the Year. If you can, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. To my colleagues in the audience, it has been a pleasure to represent you this year in the community. When I was named the 2021 Teacher of the Year, I relish every opportunity to showcase what the teaching profession is all about. As I began my year as the district's winner, I had no idea what this journey would entail, especially as we continue to navigate through COVID. Nonetheless, my peers have worked hard to not only bridge gaps, but to nurture, educate, and prepare students for success. If you're a teacher or staff member here today or listening online, where's the camera? This one right here? Okay. Listening online, you are part of a campus that does this and so much more. You support, you encourage, you lead by example, communicate with stakeholders, and implement innovative ideas. I can't wait to see what's next in the Polk County School District. Now, I would like to welcome to the stage our School Board Chairwoman, Ms. Sarah Beth Wyatt.
Thank you, Mrs. Graham. Teachers, school-related employees, and administrators, it is my sincere honor to be with you this evening. Thank you for letting my fellow board members and I serve you. Board members, as I call your name, please stand. Dr. William Allen, Sarah Fortney, Kay Fields, and Vice Chair Lisa Miller. Lori Cunningham and Lynn Wilson were unable to attend tonight's ceremony. I would also like to recognize our new Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Fred Hyde. Please stand and be recognized. Woo! Thank you for your amazing work so far in Polk County Public Schools. I know that there are other members of our district leadership here as well. Can you please stand? Thank you. I want to say to our staff, thank you for what you do to put students first daily. You are more than amazing. You are inspiring. Whether it be helping students understand challenging lessons, putting Band-Aids on scrapes, serving delicious meals, sanitizing buildings, or providing encouragement, you define what it means to inspire. You inspire us by the way you handle each obstacle thrown your way. You inspire us with your drive to do better, to be better, so our public education system can be better. What's most impressive is you have showed your staying power. Many of you have served our schools for a long time, and we want to recognize the longest serving employees among our honorees. Our longest serving school-related employee of the year is Betty Goldwire, a paraeducator at Southwest Middle, who has spent 40 years helping students to excel. And our longest-serving teacher of the year is Catherine Mack, a kindergarten teacher at Crystal Lake Elementary, whose career has spanned 41 years. You can applaud for that. That's a big deal. As a token of our appreciation, both will be receiving longevity clocks at an upcoming school board meeting. At this time, I would like to recognize the two top-level sponsor groups for tonight's event, Platinum and Gold. With representatives seated here in the front, Platinum sponsors have provided more than $17,000 in support of the Inspire Awards. Will the representatives from Mid-Florida Credit Union please stand and be recognized? Thank you. And will the representatives from Lakeland Auto Mall please stand and be recognized? Our gold level sponsors provided $5,000 in support. They include Aramark, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, Boswell and Dunlap, Legoland Florida Resort, Mosaic, the Polk Education Association, Public Supermarkets Charities, and TICO. Silver sponsors are listed in our program and on our Inspire Awards website. And we have representatives from those partners here this evening as well. Your investment in Polk County Public Schools is an investment in our future. There are many other business partners who have contributed to tonight's event, and we want to say thank you to all of them. We would also like to thank the judges who gave their time and careful consideration to selecting tonight's winners. Judges include past teacher and school-related employees of the year, representatives from businesses, community organizations, and colleges throughout Polk County. And lastly, but certainly not least, we would like to thank the spouses, families, and guests of our honorees. There is no doubt that your consistent support has contributed to their success. Now, I'd like to welcome our 2021 School-Related Employee of the Year, Ms. Lisa Gill, to the stage.
Thank you, Mrs. Wyatt. It truly has been an honor to be the 2021 School-Related Employee of the Year winner. I'm excited to see who will receive this special recognition tonight. Our finalists come from different backgrounds and fulfill various roles inside and outside the classroom. But we are all here tonight because our desire to help students is part of our shared identity. In November, a prize patrol made up of district leaders, sponsors, visited each finalist school to surprise them with balloons, a large keepsake banner, and a $650 check from Mid-Florida Credit Union. All done with joy. There were tears, cheers, and even drum rolls. Tonight, we will welcome our Teacher of the Year and School-Related Employee of the Year finalists to the stage. Each of our district finalists and winners will receive a commemorative plaque and gift packages that they will pick up later from the Polk Education Foundation. Woohoo! Where's my Sarah? There you are, Susan, I got you. Our school-related employees are heroes and provide so much support to our educators. They assist teachers in the classroom, secure resources for school activities, transport students to and from school safely, and make sure there's good selection of books in our libraries for them to read. This is just a snapshot of the school-related employees' fulfillment. Let's look at this year's school-related employee of the year finalists. When your name is announced, please stand, come forward with your principal and school board member to receive your plaque and to be recognized.
The District 1 School-Related Employee of the Year from Southwest Middle, Betty Goldwire.
When I served with the special need, I always let the parent know that I'm here for your child. I'm here to assist you, whatever you need. And you will show that child love regardless of what that child was going through, whatever problem that child was having. You just do what you can. It's in your heart. And one thing about love, Love is an action word. You just do. And that's one thing about love. Love never ceases.
Miss Goldwire is a person that has a true heart of gold. She's willing to help with students, whether she's working one-on-one with students or if she's covering a class. She's that person that you cherish. There has never been a time where Miss Goldwire would say, that's something that I'm not able to do. She will put her skills to work, and she's willing to try anything. And the reason that's so important is students know the heart of the people that work with them.
Every day she comes in here with a pure heart, with that beautiful smile, and ready to work with all of her students. On top of that, she can be seen at any of our sporting events. She wants the students to know that she cares about them, not only just in the classroom, but she cares about their success in general. She wants to provide that support for them so that they know that someone does care about them.
Miss Goldwire is a kind person because she helps people in need, like me, other people, etc. Basically, she's very helpful and kind.
They need much love, and you have to be the one to provide that to them. You just get involved in it. Your heart is into it. You just want to do more. You just want to give of yourself, regardless of what the problem that you may have. You look at those children, they need someone, just think about the parents. All this is on the parents, and the parents need someone to step in and to assist them with caring for their children.
The District 2 School-Related Employee of the Year from Davenport Elementary, Sandra Alls.
I've been a nurse for a long time, probably 40-some years. And I said, I want to do something for the community. And I always saw that there was recruitment ads for nurses, but I fell in love with the students and the teachers and staff here. They're all awesome, and they are a huge team. And it was just a joy to come to work every day. So in January last year, I became a full-time Polk County employee.
I think what sets Sandy apart is that coming in, she knew it was going to be a heavy lift. When you open up a brand new school, everything has to be done from the ground up, and she wasn't afraid of the work. She wanted the clinic to be a place for students to come, a place for them to feel safe, a place for them to be cared for. And so I know that there are a number of employees that are also deserving, but for us, she is a great representative of our support staff. We couldn't be more enthused that she's able to be put in this position.
I know her really well because last year I was in the clinic a lot. Like, I was in here almost every day. And whenever I see Nurse Sandy, she always says hi to me. And when I heard that she was picked, I was really excited for her. Miss Sandy is awesome. She is so sweet, and she helps everybody, and she's amazing.
I'm a country girl, if you couldn't tell by my accent. I'm from Tennessee. So, the basics, and children are the basics. And we instill in them what they will have when they get older. At least we hope we do. And we need to be loving and kind to them. And they need to know that they're appreciated for what they do each day, and that's the way I try to make them feel.
The District 3 School-Related Employee of the Year from Floral Avenue Elementary, Diana Tinker.
What I try to do daily is make sure that their physical needs and their emotional needs are met, because I believe that if those aren't taken care of, nothing's going to happen academically. My childhood was challenging, and so I understand where a lot of these kids are personally and at home, and to know where exactly they are and to have been there and overcome. It's one thing to say to a kid, don't behave that way, and it's another thing to say, hey, I've been there.
When the students see Miss Tinker in the morning, their faces light up and you just see such joy in them. They do that because she's genuine and she's real with them. She tells them she loves them, she supports them both academically and socially and emotionally, and they see that realness in her and recognize that.
We believe at Floral that you have to teach the whole child. If a child is frustrated, they're not going to be focused on the instruction in front of them. And the kids know when they're upset, when they're hurt, when they're hungry, when they're tired, they can go to her and she will work with them. She will teach them the lifelong skills that they need, whether that's academically or that's emotionally.
I had a high schooler visiting me about 2 weeks ago, and I tell you the miles I walked with this kid on campus, and he's doing great, and his grades are excellent, and he's on the soccer team. When he left the office, and I said, all right, I love you. And he looked at me and kept on walking. So I followed him outside, and he goes, I love you too. I wasn't gonna say that in front of everybody. But it's that kind of stuff that you know that you made a difference in that kid's life, and it feels huge.
Hi, my name is Anila, and I wrote a note for Miss Tinker. Miss Tinker is the best because she helps kids. One of those kids is me. She helps me if I am mad or sad, and she does the same thing for other kids. Miss Tinker is the most loved one at this school, and she will never forget us. I love you, Miss Tinker. Congratulations.
The District 4 School-Related Employee of the Year from Frank E. Brigham Academy, John Winghart.
My wife works in these schools. She's a psychologist. She brought a paper home saying that they were going to put guardians in the Polk County school system, trained by the Sheriff's Department. It was a high bar for me because, you know, I'm an older guy, but I wanted to do this because I feel there needs to be guardians in schools. I truly believe in the program. That's why I'm here, and I love coming to work, and I love these kids and the teachers and the staff.
He is, first and foremost, just a dedicated employee. He thinks constantly about what he can do to make things safer at Brigham. Overall, I would tell you there's probably not a staff member or an employee or a child anywhere that doesn't just feel safer because he's here.
John is one of those guys that on a good day or a bad day, you want in your corner. I just think he makes students feel safe, staff feel safe. I just think that people know that he's here, and if we need him, we can count on him.
I want the kids and the teachers to know that I'm here for them, and I want to show these kids that there are good people. Guardians, you know, we do good things.
I was having some issues with a student. Great student, just he was struggling to make some good choices. And Officer John took notice of that, and he asked me one day if he could have a talk with the student. When Officer John and the student returned back, the student was so excited and so happy. And he said, I'm a junior deputy. That changed everything for this student because he took that responsibility and has run with it. That's the kind of person we have on our campus who watches over our students and watches over our staff.
We all appreciate everything that you've done for us, done for the teachers, staff, employees, the students, everybody. Even when it was tough, you still made it through. And that is why I am thankful for you. Mr. John, we love you.
District 5 School-Related Employee of the Year from Rochelle's School of the Arts, Tiffany Berrien.
My motto is student first, athlete second, because I've been in their shoes before, and I know what it takes now that I'm older and mature. So I just try to instill in them that it's fun to be a kid. It's fun to go to school. It's fun to be around your family. The sports is just an extra tool. I just like to love on them, just be a good mentor and instill leadership, life lessons, something that they could take with them the rest of their life.
She instills grades first before the actual sport. She instills family before the kid. You know, she tries to get that mentality of like, it's not just about you, it's about your last name, not your first name. And I think that's really something that maybe they're not used to hearing. They're all about me, me, me. And she's like, no, step back. It's about your family, it's about your grades, and then it's about what you want to do and what you want to accomplish.
Coach Tiffany is a really great part of our school. She is a tremendous asset at our PE department, in our library, in our cafeterias. She just gets all over the campus and she helps us in so many places. She always does it with a smile on her face, and she's always willing to help out. And if she has to step into a classroom to assist, she is welcomed by the kids, and everybody's always so glad to see her.
She's just a good person overall, and she makes me feel good about myself. She makes me want to try harder, stuff like that. She really encourages me to do my best and do better at things. She's a really good person, and I love her personally. I really do. And she's a very important person to me.
I want them to remember me as she's tough, but it's out of love. They know behind the smiles when it's time to get serious. When I go coach mode, PE mode, I'm serious because I know what it takes. And just take that. It's out of love. And one day down the road, you will understand and you'll come back and say, because of Coach Tiffany, this is why.
District 6 School-Related Employee of the Year from Eagle Lake Elementary, Tracy Walling.
My job is to serve. My position is kind of like the human resource end down at the district, just in a much smaller capacity. They need me to be able to help them at times, the teachers. They have questions. That's what I'm here for. They'll say, oh, I don't want to bother you. I said, you're not a bother. It's my job, and I don't ever mind stopping and helping somebody. And if I can help them, make them feel better, do what they need, that's what I'm here for.
Miss Walling is essentially the backbone. She's the person that kind of holds everything together. She's helped us develop a sense of community, like a positive community. Like she helps parents and community members and also our students and staff like feel comfortable. Like parents are very comfortable talking to her, students are very comfortable talking to her.
I feel like I can go to her for any need or advice, and she will make sure that she either finds the answer if I'm needing something answered or needing some help, and is unconditional. Like she's always available even though she isn't. She's in the middle of 3 or 4 different things, so she's a pillar to the school.
To know your school appreciates you is a wonderful feeling, that they would choose one teacher, one school-related employee a year, and that they feel that confident and choose me makes you feel really, really good. And to think the other schools around me, I mean, everybody, every secretary teacher is very deserving. Every para, custodian, food service, we work hard. Very, very hard. And a lot of us are behind the scenes and not recognized as much. And to be recognized like this is It's just really is overwhelming. It makes you feel good.
Ms. Walling was unable to join us this evening, but we will make sure she gets her recognition, and hopefully she's watching remotely and knows how much we deeply care and appreciate her.
The District 7 School-Related Employee of the Year from Auburndale Senior High, Jacqueline Mulford.
My typical day is come in and I am the sub coordinator, so I get all the stuff ready for substitutes. My next thing is I help out front for the late students coming in, letting them in so the other two girls can get them into class. And then it's just, you know, credit card, if someone wants credit card, or deposits, or purchase orders, or check recs. Sometimes it's a very busy day.
Ms. Mulford has been here almost 20 years as our financial secretary at Auburndale High School. She gets here probably 5:15 in the morning. She's the first person here in the morning. She's always welcoming everybody as they come through the door first thing in the morning. That's kind of the first face everyone sees, especially teachers as they're signing in the morning. And then she also handles all the financial stuff at a high school, which is way overwhelming. Even when she takes days off, she will be here first thing in the morning and then she will leave. She wants to ensure that everything runs smoothly, and that's part of that culture at Auburndale High School, that she's willing to do whatever she has to do to make things happen.
I've honestly gone to her office probably almost every day just to say hey because her conversations are so welcoming with me, and it's always great to know someone like that because she's always going to be there for you. We're just grateful to have her here because she could be anywhere, but she chooses to be with us.
It's really nice knowing that there's somebody here that really does care about us and will make sure that all of our financial needs are made, like for all the clubs and sports and other extracurriculars, but she kind of does it behind the scenes, so nobody really can see it. But just because she's behind the scenes doesn't mean it definitely doesn't go unnoticed.
My thing to pass on is to let them know not everything is free. You have to work for it. Sometimes it's hard work, sometimes it's easy for some, but whether you have a college degree or, train on the job training, just work hard and you'll appreciate what you have.
Please welcome to the podium Superintendent Frederick Hyde.
Please join me in congratulating our school-related employee finalists again. So very much has taken place in the past 6 months since my swearing in. It has truly been a whirlwind, and I've put on platform shoes and a sequin jacket to help raise funds for public education. I've met with countless community members and leaders to discuss how we can work together to help improve student outcomes and our school system as a whole. And I've driven across our county, a very large county, numerous times, to visit our schools and have had the opportunity and pleasure to interact with many of you. And I must say that I am beyond humbled by what I see each day. I see each and every one of our school staff members going above and beyond their normal duties without ever being asked. You ensure that the curriculum is engaging and our students are well supported. You stay late until the job is done, and you stand guard to make sure that there is no threat to our campuses. You serve meals with love, and you never hesitate to assist your colleagues. These are the moments that define us as an organization, the Polk County Schools family. This is what delivering a high-quality education is all about. And this is what tonight is about, for us to honor and celebrate each of you for being a true inspiration to everyone else in Polk County Public Schools. Shortly, we will begin recognizing our finalists for Teacher of the Year. But first, let's take a moment to recognize the work of two outstanding administrators who work each day and strive to support our teachers and school staff. Both our Principal and Assistant Principal of the Year will each receive a plaque and a check for $250. This year's Assistant Principal of the Year is Ms. Tammy Rule of Floral Avenue Elementary School. Ms. Rule has been praised for working closely with her school teachers and academic coaches to help plan a curriculum that meets her students' needs. She also provides extra support to new teachers and works hard to organize and host parent events to keep families engaged. She is often visited by her former students after they move on to middle school and high school, and I know how that makes me feel. But Mrs. Rule, please come to the stage and be recognized, and please feel free to share a few words.
Okay, it's harder to talk to adults than it is to children, but I will take a few minutes to share with you some of the inspirations that I've had as I've gone throughout my career. I can remember when I started in elementary school, I was involved in a program that was the Teachers of Tomorrow at Southwest Elementary, and that started my path in education. Then as I went on through, I was inspired by principals who encouraged me to jump into administration. Lisa Yearwood, Carol Borders, and Sheila Dyer were ones that helped inspire me to continue to be the best that I could be. Right now, I'm fortunate to work with Rebecca Ekman, who inspires me daily and teaches me so many things, because every day is a learning adventure. But I'd be remiss if I didn't thank some very important people that are behind the scenes. My family, my mom and my dad, who helped me get through college. My husband, Don, who has supported me when I've called him at night and say, I just need a little bit longer, or tonight's a night we have a family night, can you take care of dinner? Or I need to run to Walmart to get stuff for tomorrow for the kids. So thank you, Don. And then my own personal children, Jordan and Natalie, who I think at times felt like they were possibly second to my own children at school, but I want them to know I'm super proud of them because they never made me feel that way. When I stand here and accept such an award, it really and truly takes me through quite a span of a good career that's still going on to this day, thankfully. Kindergarten students, my running group that listens to me and gives me their advice, staff at several different schools, my colleagues who I feel like I can call at any point and ask a question, but really and truly, behind it all is my families at Floral Avenue and the students that I serve daily. I'm truly honored to receive such an award. Thank you. Our Principal of the Year is Amy Heiser-Meyers. Ms. Heiser-Meyers is noted for her support of Horizon's teachers and involving them in decisions that impact their student learning. She also makes extra effort to keep families and business partners engaged within the school community. An Auburndale High graduate, go Hounds, Ms. Heiser-Meyers has worked for the district for the past 24 years, most recently serving at Horizons Elementary since 2013. At the beginning of the pandemic, Ms. Heiser-Meyers was fighting stage 3 breast cancer. Yet she never wavered in her duties to her school
And 2 years later, she stands here before us, not only thriving, but a cancer survivor. Ms. Heiser-Meyers, congratulations, and please feel free to share a few words.
Good evening, everyone, and what an exciting night it has been so far. I am truly humbled to be sharing tonight's stage with Polk County Schools' finest professional educators, both here at the center and for the nominees watching at home. I want to start my thank yous with giving our Lord glory for healing my body and for always, yes, and for always successfully guiding me through the thousands of split-second decisions I make as a principal on a daily basis. I want to thank my husband, Dart, and my daughters, who unfortunately were unable to be with me tonight. I have to give Dart a shout-out. As a fellow principal, he never missed any of my treatment sessions while supervising 2 schools during a pandemic. He did this without ever complaining. I want to thank my parents for instilling a strong work ethic and solid morals within my upbringing. I am grateful for Mr. Edwards, Dr. Nelson, Mrs. Rodriguez, and the entire Horizon staff for keeping the largest elementary school running smoothly while I was on my healing journey. This was no small feat. I am also blessed to have great friends that understand what it looks like to walk in my leadership shoes. Our school team has experienced many mountaintop achievements. However, the euphoria created by them diminishes quickly. For many years, I was intent on getting, and getting, instead of living and enjoying the journey, valleys, hills, mountaintops, and all. One of the key life lessons I learned as a cancer survivor is that I control my legacy. I envision my legacy to be more than resume-worthy achievements. I strive for my personal interactions with others to be infused with kindness, positivity, and inspirational for the both of us. In closing, I cannot express how important it is for you to be your own medical advocate. If you are eligible for screenings, do not delay getting them completed. Do not use being too busy, too tired, I'll do it next month, be your excuses. If something doesn't feel right, get it checked out. You have a lot to live for. Again, it is an honor to represent all the hardworking principals of Polk County for this recognition. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Please welcome to the podium, Maud F. Graham.
Listen, if you are not inspired yet, let's look at some more candidates, okay? It is my honor to introduce the finalists for Teacher of the Year. Our educators possess abilities and dedication that rival comic book heroes. Just take a walk through the hallways of any school and glance into any classroom. You will see their wonderful, life-changing work taking place. Sorry, I'm just so emotional right now. Because I'm inspired even more. As a teacher, I understand all the hard work that goes into encouraging our students to reach their full potential. As a reading coach, I definitely understand the work that continues to be done. We are asked to wear multiple hats and overcome any obstacle. We don't just teach academics. We also look for the social, emotional, and physical needs of our students. Even the pandemic's challenges haven't stopped us. With everything thrown our way, We say piece of cake. We say it's a piece of pie. We also say it's a piece of muffin. And because it takes all that sugar to keep us sane. Can I get an amen? So let's take a look at our 7 Teacher of the Year finalists. When you hear your names called, please come forward with your principal and school board member.
The District 1 Teacher of the Year from Scott Lake Elementary, Tracy Siegel.
For this LEA job, if you're doing it to its proper potential, you have to be ready for anything. You have to have a million hats. There's a lot of jobs to it, just like any job. You have to be a counselor, you have to be a parent, you have to be a mentor. So all of those things are included. But being here at Scott Lake and being a part of this family is half of my battle, I would say, because I feel so supported.
She's always positive. You never see Miss Siegel. We can have rough days, sometimes, especially we have IEP meetings, one meeting after another meeting, and we're doing them all virtual at this time. No matter what happens, she always leaves with a smile on her face, and she's always willing to help.
As an ESC team, we would not be as whole as we are without her. She's the glue that holds us all together. She is not only our biggest supporter, but she's the kids' supporter, she's our sounding board, she is pretty much there for everything we need.
She is kind, she helps us get out of our cars, and she helps us when we need to cool down out of our classroom.
When I heard that Tracy was nominated for Teacher of the Year, I couldn't think of anyone more deserving. She goes above and beyond every day for her students, ESC, non-ESC, and I feel like she also represents the parents and does a great job at everything she puts her heart into.
Just to know that you're helping the whole kid, you're helping the families, you're helping students, that's the best part of my job. I mean, that is what I do, whether I'm working in a room, helping out, whether I'm doing a meeting with a parent and a team of ESC professionals, whether I'm greeting cars in the morning and seeing a kid that's crying and I can turn his day around. That's what I do.
The District 2 Teacher of the Year from Davenport Elementary, Robin Hamrick.
In kindergarten, it's amazing because we get to be the first person to introduce them into learning. We get to teach them to be lifelong learners. We have to teach them a lot in kindergarten. It's not like it was 10, 15 years ago. In kindergarten, they used to play with blocks. They used to have nap times and stuff like that. We don't do that. We work all day long. We work these kids hard to learn and be ready for the next level.
My number one reason for reaching out to Robin was her ability to lead. She's a natural leader. She knows how to lead. She knows what a team needs. She can look at any kindergarten teacher and guide them when they have questions or they're confused about something. She's that point person. She's that go-to person.
I love Miss Hamrick because she always say we can play at the playground, and she helps us write and read.
Teaching academics is great. Getting kids to read and write, obviously that's the goal. But our true goal is to make these children good human beings. We teach each other to be kind, to love one another, to take care of each other. That's the most important thing, is building character in good human beings that go beyond just the classroom. And so that's hopefully what we're doing, and hopefully that goes on for, the rest of their life.
The District 3 Teacher of the Year from Bartow High, IB, and Summerlin Academy, Lindsay Hanger.
The kids are the only reason to be in education. I like to call it a calling to be a teacher, wanting to see these young people succeed and become the best versions of themselves. And they can tell immediately if you care about them. And as soon as they know that, then they're willing to run through walls for you.
What separates her from her peers is her genuine care and desire to be the best teacher, the best mentor, the best person, and it is so clear. She genuinely cares and wants to make a difference, and she really does. It's incredible the impact that she's able to have as one single person. You could ask anybody on this campus, they know who she is, and they could probably tell you something that she has done for them and how she's helped them.
She embraces them as a whole child. Each child to her, she looks at them as a whole child, not just what can I teach them about English. She just really cares about them. It's pretty amazing to watch her and listen to her talk to them. There's no doubt in my mind whenever she's working with them that she doesn't have their best interest in mind.
Miss Hanger, she's very interactive with the students, always there to help if you need it with anything. If you need help with an assignment, she will come help you. She will try to help in any way possible. And she's taught a lot of just good, valuable stuff that you will use forever in life.
Knowing the students individually and where to push them next is really key. I had a conversation with the student just yesterday about a piece of her writing, and she's like, how do you remember that this is what I said and it's comparable to another student? So I'm like, well, that's because it's your voice, and I'm trying to attach your writing voice to your voice as an individual. Developing their voice, not only as a writer, but also just as a person and how they're putting together their identity for the world is a big part of my job.
The District 4 Teacher of the Year from Karen M. Siegel Academy, Ashley Brannon.
Every student is so different, and a lot of our students are nonverbal, so we have to find different ways in order to get them to communicate. So, here, when you give a lesson, it's so much more than just teaching the standards. Obviously, that's very, very important. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. We incorporate communication, social emotional strategies, and also just learning how to handle emotions. Everything here is about incorporating all of those things so we can get them to be as independent as possible.
Ashley is a tremendous resource for all of our teachers here. And for me specifically, she's been wonderful because she's somebody that I can go to, and I know that when I ask her a question, she's always going to come back with an answer. Even if she doesn't have the answer right away, that's what I like about her.
When we first met her, I remember interviewing her, we just felt that kind heart that she had from the very beginning. And once you put her in the room with the students, She immediately just lights up. It's not something that you can fake. The students know if you're not being authentic with them, and that's why they're so drawn to her.
It brings joy to our classrooms. When she comes in, she's always happy. When we need something, she's Johnny on the spot right there to bring us what we need, or to lend a hand. And her enthusiasm is contagious.
I like she's sweetheart. Congratulations. I love you.
I think it's unfortunate that a lot of our students can sometimes hear that they can't do something just because of their disability, but that's so far from the truth. If anyone spent any time at all with these students, they would know how capable they are. So it's very important that special education gets put to the forefront because these students are amazing. They can do anything that a gen ed student can. We just have to find the way to help them get there.
District 5 Teacher of the Year from R. Clem Churchwell Elementary, Kaylin Reynolds Keller.
As a PE teacher, I try to make every kid enjoy being physically active in whatever way that they enjoy it. And I try to create those relationships with students wherever they come, whether I have them from kindergarten to 5th grade or wherever they come in between. I like to find something that they enjoy and build on that as they're at our school.
Fortunately, Coach Keller sees all 770 students that are on this campus. And because she is not tied to a classroom, she can bring whatever she has into every classroom or every portion of our building. She's very easygoing. She's firm, but they know that she's fair. And just that love of PE, she brings it into everything that she does. And the kids see that and they want to be part of that.
She's very structured. She's very serious about her job. A lot of people think, oh, you're going to PE, you're going out to play with the kids, and that's really not what it is. She's got a lesson plan every day. We know exactly what we're doing, what we're setting up for. I have a good time just kind of following her lead and doing whatever she needs me to do.
Starting off in this school in Churchwell, I was a PE para, and I paired under Coach K. So a lot of the things that I practice in my classroom right now, that as a 5th grade math and science teacher, I practice with, that she taught me. She really helped me on understanding differentiation in teaching and classroom management.
It's really fun to see the kids that I had in kindergarten grow all the way up into 5th grade, and each year they have a new teacher. But I am the one consistent teacher that they have on campus. I see them every single year, and I always try and push that with my kids. Yeah, maybe you have a new teacher this year, but I'm still here. And we still have the same expectations, and they know what to expect from Coach K, and they love me for it.
The District 6 Teacher of the Year from Lake Region High, Kent Biles.
I love that I'm able to help students reach in, find where their gifts are, because in special education, these students have gifts. Many times they're not aware of those gifts. They may struggle with something just because they have a difficulty reading it. However, when they hear it, all of a sudden it clicks. In a way, that same little gift that's in there is almost like a superhero, and that's one reason why we have the gamer atmosphere, the superhero atmosphere, because they're able to use that. When they use it productively, they're able to use that gift and to be able to do good.
Mr. Viles has a very unique classroom. The lighting is different, the mood is different, everything has kind of a neon vibe. But his classroom is very calm because of it. Normally you would think that something's going to set off the students, especially his students being self-contained and having different exceptionalities. But for them, they tune right into it, they tune into him, and it's just a very calm, relaxing feeling, and he really gets a lot out of them because of that.
Mr. Viles and I share a hallway. He's directly across the hall from me. He's been there for probably 7 or 8 years. He is a ball of energy. If you walk by his room, you will either dance or you'll just smile.
Él es un buen maestro. Él me ha ayudado.
As a matter of fact, some things important, the learning targets, and his favorite quote. The difference between a big shot and a little shot is that the big shot was a little shot that kept on shooting.
I help them where they may be missing information, not getting information from a mother, a father, or a good role model. I want to be that role model for them, and I want to be able to help them, encourage them, and teach them, hey, look, this is, your life. It's up to you. You're in control of your life. You can make changes. You can make decisions that are going to help you.
The District 7 Teacher of the Year from Lake Gibson Senior High, Jennifer Campbell.
I love the grades that I teach 11th and 12th because I get to see an outcome of completing that graduation requirement, especially for my seniors, simply because they come in here, we create a goal, and by the end of the year, I get to see that goal achieved, and that's my favorite part. By the end of the year, typically I have in the 90 to 100 range of my students, where I typically start out with like 130 to 140. So that would be my success rate for the year.
Jennifer's only taught for 6 years, but she's always been a brave. She graduated from here, so I think there's a great sense of pride in what she does, not only as a teacher of her students, but just as a teacher of the school that she grew up with in our own community. So I think that's what makes her so special.
As an educator, she's passionate. Jennifer is so connected to the kids, is how I would describe her. From day one, she makes that her mission, is to build a relationship with them and connect with them so that they feel comfortable improving upon their deficits as a reader.
She's really cheerful. She loves teaching. She always gives us brain breaks to rest because it's 7th period and it's at the end of the day. Somebody needs to get up some energy. And she's always so cheerful. She's like, come on you guys, let's do it. Always supportive and everything.
She's very outgoing. She'll text you, ask you if you need anything. So she'll go out her way to see if you need anything. She's very consistent with it, every day. So I mean, yeah, I feel like she'll deserve it.
I think she is #1 best teacher. Really helped me. I tried and tried, but I always came a few points short every year. And she just kept working and working to push me towards to win and meet that goal.
It's a heavy burden to carry, that you feel that you are responsible for what happens with these students in their future. And you just come in here every day, you be your best self and do what you got to do to make sure that those requirements are met, and so that you can say you've done everything that you can do. So just come in here with your best foot forward and be your best self, and that's the best thing that I could do each and every day for these kids.
Please welcome to the podium Superintendent Frederick Hyde.
So this is when everybody panics because I'm going to go off script for a moment. I am absolutely aligned with Maude. If you have not been inspired tonight by these 14 amazing individuals, there is simply nothing that will ever move you. I'm going to ask that we move this to December because my Grinch heart has grown at least 10 times tonight. This is an amazing example, and just that, just an example of the countless individuals who work in our buildings and serve our students every day. And by no means does that diminish all of our finalists tonight. You are outstanding examples of excellence, and I am absolutely humbled and proud to be your superintendent. As a new resident here in Polk County, and I have shared this story numerous times, that during the recruitment process, what really sold me on Polk County Public Schools was the investment sincerity of our community partners. So special events like tonight's celebration would not be possible without their commitment to our schools, our staff, and our students. Please join me in watching a message from our sponsors.
At Polk County Public Schools, there are over 13,000 people working together to inspire students to develop their minds, explore their interests, and build their character. Their job descriptions may differ, but the one thing that they have in common is the love in their hearts for all of the students.
Teachers, you guide your students on their educational journey. You help students learn that the world is so much bigger than their classrooms. You broaden their horizons by tapping into their intellectual curiosity and challenging them to go beyond what they thought was possible.
School-related employees, you are the behind-the-scenes heroes of Polk County Public Schools. You ensure our schools are clean, running smoothly, and safe. You make sure students are fed, healthy, cared for, and ready for learning.
Administrators, you are called upon every day to make important decisions. You are also your staff's greatest cheerleaders and encourage them to never lose faith in their important mission.
Each and every day, students count on their teachers, school staff, and administrators who are all driven by the same shared goal, putting students first. No matter what role you serve in our school system, you play a critical part in preparing students for the futures.
You fuel their passion for learning with your tireless dedication and selfless commitment to public service. Even the challenges of the pandemic couldn't stop you from rising to the occasion and completing your essential work.
Our students always know they can turn to you whenever they need help, not just academically. You're always ready to help support their mental, emotional, and social well-being.
Through your efforts, students dream big because they believe in themselves. You build their confidence and help them see the limitless possibilities available through hard work, creativity, and critical thinking.
They may not remember every lesson, but they'll never forget that you believed in them, you encouraged them, and you loved them.
Para nosotros es un honor celebrar sus logros y reconocer el cambio de vida que ustedes ofrecen todos los días. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
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 Thank you, teachers, school staff, and administrators, for being an inspiration to your students, colleagues, and community.
Okay, planning committee next year, make sure there's a box of Kleenex up on the stage, please. And yet again, another sincere and honest thank you to each and every one of our generous business partners. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. To all of our finalists, I want to say thank you for your dedication during these challenging times. It's been a pleasure to visit you at your schools and to celebrate the awesome work you do each day. And now, please join me in welcoming Ryan Rogers, Senior Vice President and Regional Manager from Mid-Florida Credit Union, to the stage.
Thank you, Superintendent Hyde. It's an honor to be here with you tonight and to represent Mid-Florida Credit Union. I'm here with my colleague, Valerie Dollison, and I think it's safe to say that we had the privilege to be on some of the prize patrols throughout many of the schools and to be a part of the celebration and the honor for all of the finalists. And I think inspire is an appropriate terminology for tonight because we were inspired just being in the presence of the interactions with the kids and the staff for all of the finalists at the schools. So thank you for having us to be a part of that. It truly was inspiring. Well, as As we've said, I'm with Mid-Florida Credit Union. So Mid-Florida was founded over 65 years ago by teachers, for teachers, right here in Polk County. And it's extremely humbling and amazing to think of the growth and the long history that Mid-Florida has had, from a simple shoebox all the way to what it's grown to today. And even though the company has grown, we have continued to look back to our roots and know that we really started as Polk County Teachers Credit Union. We never forget where it all began and for whom we were created to serve. As a parent myself, I am honored to be involved in recognizing some of the best teachers and support staff in the county. While this event recognizes a few individuals, we are mindful that it's all of the teachers and support staff who have dedicated their lives to benefit our children and our communities, and they all deserve accolades and praise. The impact that each and every one of you have made can't be measured, and for that we do say we thank you. In appreciation of the dedicated teachers and support staff, Mid-Florida Credit Union was pleased to award cash prizes to all the finalists as part of the prize patrols. And we are excited to award a more generous gift tonight to tonight's winners of $2,500 to the School-Related Employee of the Year and $5,000 to the Teacher of the Year. Absolutely. And now I turn the final portion of tonight's program back over to Superintendent Hyde.
Thank you again to Mid-Florida's generous financial contributions. In addition to the Mid-Florida checks, our School-Related Employee of the Year winner will receive a personalized ring from Herff Jones and $500 from Valley Bank, along with other significant prizes. Winners, after your name is called, please come to the stage with your principal and school board member to receive your award and to take a photo. Okay, lots of photos. Please take this opportunity to also join us at the podium and share a few comments. And now, this School-Related Employee of the Year is highly admired by their students. This individual works hard to keep students positive and focused on their academic classes. In addition to their academics, this winner focuses on character building so that our students can learn how to be well-mannered young men and women. This School-Related Employee always has a smile on their face and keeps the atmosphere upbeat. Please join me in congratulating this year's School-Related Employee of the Year winner from District 5, Rochelle School of the Arts, Miss Tiffany Berrien.
thank you all. First, I would like to thank God. God first, family second. I would like to thank my family, my mother, April, my big brother, Brandon, my big sister, Kimberly. Those three are my why. Thank you, God, again. I would like to thank my principals, Ms. Ward, Mr. Brackman, and Ms. Bryant. I would like to thank all my Rochelle coworkers, and last but not least, I would like to thank the students. Without the students, there's no Coach Tiffany. Thank you.
So there was a pause before I announced her name simply because, well, first of all, for atmosphere, right? Build up the emotion. But I was also going to tell a story about how when we went there for the prize patrol, she had no idea we were coming. Our schools did an amazing job keeping this a secret. And she walked into a crowded cafeteria while the jazz band was playing and everything else was going on, and she had no idea she was being recognized. And what a truly humble individual. And what got left out of her video, and these are some amazing videos, is the fact that she dedicates her time after school with our students as well, coaching and mentoring them. And what again, a shining example of what we have going on in our schools. Thank you. Congratulations again. And now on to our Teacher of the Year. So in addition to the Mid-Florida checks, our Teacher of the Year winner will also receive a personalized ring and $500 from Herff Jones, as well as other significant prizes. You will hear more about those significant prizes in a moment. This Teacher of the Year is knowledgeable, resilient, and exhibits the skills necessary to effectively interact with the school's diverse population. This individual has gained the trust of the school stakeholders by showing a willingness to work alongside them and by fostering a positive school culture which allows them to optimize student learning and outcomes. This winner also demonstrates professionalism and a sincerity to collaboration while setting high expectations for everyone and assumes any challenge with a can-do attitude. And so it is my absolute pleasure to introduce the 2022 Teacher of the Year, District 4, Karen Siegel Academy, Miss Ashley Brannon.
Well, I am not much of a public speaker, so I apologize in advance. But wow, what an honor. And I feel so blessed to be a part of such a wonderful community and school board. And I wouldn't be the teacher or the person I am without my family, my amazing administrators, I can't say that enough, and my coworkers who support me through everything. But we know it's not about us. It's about the students. And they're why we do what we do. They turn what would be just a job into a lifelong passion. So thank you to the parents out there for entrusting in us with your whole hearts. Know that we do this for your kids and we love them like they're our own. And thank you, teachers, for getting up every day to make sure that every student gets the exceptional education they deserve. But especially going above and beyond for our students with disabilities who are so capable. They're so capable and so creative, and they just want the chance to share it with the world. And may we always give them that chance and the confidence to be themselves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So for someone who's not good at public speaking, she sure did an amazing job. What impressed me most when we visited her school was the fact that the moment we arrived and she realized she was our nominee and one of our finalists, she did not pay attention to all the adults in the room. We had several of her children in the room, and she immediately gravitated towards them. And they were so proud and so supportive of her. It was truly impressive and inspiring. Now at this time, I'd like to invite Robert Aguinaga, General Manager from Lakeland Auto Mall, to the stage for a special presentation.
Thank you, Superintendent. Ms. Graham, Mrs. Graham, you are right. This is such an emotional evening. I was honored last year to present you with your Hyundai Elantra, and it was a great day. And once again, I'm honored to be here tonight. But before I go on, let's give a huge round of applause to all the nominees and the winners. This evening reminds me why I often think about my sixth grade teacher, Mrs. Roper, seventh grade teacher, Mrs. Del Prado, and eighth grade teacher, Mrs. Schmidt. They left an everlasting, imprint in my life, and definitely molded for some of the things that I've done. You are special in every way, and we often take for granted what you do for our kids in the community. Thank you so much. Once again, it's a great honor to be part of the Polk County School and Teachers of the Year program. So many of the educators here tonight spend countless hours of their personal time dedicated to their students, schools, and community. It's an honor to be part of this very special event, and congratulations to everyone who has been nominated. It's difficult to pick one when so many are deserving. They have made such a great impact in the world we live in, and without them, or without their ever-ending perseverance of every honoree tonight, we simply will not be able to make this evening possible. Great teachers build great minds, and great minds become the leaders of tomorrow and beyond. It is once again a great honor to be part of this evening, and on behalf of Lakeland Auto Mall, Ford, Hyundai, and Genesis, we present the 2022 Teacher of the Year with a token of appreciation, which is the ownership of a Ford Focus. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a beautiful white little car outside, and you will enjoy that. Happy travels, and I hope you enjoy the car. Thank you once again.
So a very, very long time ago, I was Sarasota County's Teacher of the Year, and I got a free Saturn View for 1 year. Polk County Public Schools gives away a car. I'm just putting Sarasota County on notice. I'm coming. We have to have a conversation. I'm so incredibly proud of all of you this evening. And to each of our winners, you will be contacted by the Polk Education Foundation within the next few days with information as to how you will receive your prizes. We are thrilled that all of you were able to be here with us this evening, and for those of you joining us at home, thank you. This evening has truly been an inspiration. I'd like to say congratulations one final time, and this is the last time I will go off script this evening. There are countless individuals in this room who never made it to the stage, who who make tonight's event happen. From the inspirational videos that take hours and hours and hours to compile and edit, and these were some exceptional examples of what the work that they do. I'd please ask you to join me in recognizing everyone who helps coordinate and pull off this event tonight. They deserve that recognition. Thank you, Ms. Grace. And you notice I didn't try and list everyone's names because I have a horrible habit of forgetting somebody. So with that, I say congratulations and good night. Outstanding job, everyone. Thank you so much.